Alright YouTube and fellow preppers, this is Geordie Prepper, and this is the last of the Monday mentions. I've really enjoyed mentioning all the channels that I'm subscribed to. They've contributed a hell of a lot to the prepper community, and I hope that I've given them at least some exposure. I know my audience is very small, but the videos are up, and hopefully just somebody coming across the videos discovers a channel that I've mentioned, and it just gives them a little bit more exposure, and that's what they deserve. A lot of the channels have, I don't know why, but they just don't have the audience that they should have. So hopefully, I've given them some new people to check out the videos that they do, and hopefully they become long-term subscribers like I have. So this is the last of the Monday mentions today, and I think I'll retake this up in about 6 months time. And obviously, I'm subscribing to new channels all the time, and obviously in 6 months time, if I'm still subscribed to them, then I'm going to mention these new channels that I've been subbing to. So let's get into the first channel for the last mention, and that's Ultimate Survival Tips. This is a very popular YouTube channel. It was pretty big when I first came across it many years ago, and obviously, the bigger channels get a little bit more exposure on YouTube, and I just saw this channel recommended in my recommended videos at the side at YouTube, so I thought I'd check it out, and I did, and I quite like the guy, the presenter. I like what he does, and I like the equipment and the gear that he shows. And obviously, there's a tendency with these review channels to, once they're popular, have more of an income, and then they tend to just show more of the expensive kit because they can afford it, they can show it, and this doesn't help out the prepper who's on a budget. But what I really like about this channel is that he reviews all sorts of gear across all sorts of quality spectrum and all sorts of price range. So if you're ever after any sort of equipment, I would think there's a pretty high degree of chance that it's been reviewed on this channel. The amount of stuff he reviews is just absolutely incredible. These latest series of videos that he's been doing, he's actually on a trip at the minute. He's been doing these primitive survival tips with actual people who actually live in the jungle, and have a very humble, primitive way of life, that they're using many skills that we've just simply forgotten. So definitely a channel worth checking out, and I've really enjoyed seeing these latest videos of him on his trip. So that's the first mention, Ultimate Survival Tips. The second channel mentioned today is the channel Wowsly. I actually came across Wowsly's channel from Funky Prepper's channel. Funky Prepper was running a competition, and Wowsly actually won the competition. So like many others, I checked out his channel, and I've been a subscriber ever since. And his channel covers an area of preps which I'm sorely lacking, and that's communications. So he does CB ham radio stuff. He builds a off-grid system that can run communications equipment through solar panels. He builds a system which fits into his vehicle. He's part of a RayNet system, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, but some sort of backup emergency system which I think volunteers run. He's a very engaging and active member of the prepper community. He's supported my channel from day one. He is actually the first subscriber that I ever had to my channel, and he left the first ever comment on one of my videos. So I've got to give the gentleman here a shout out in a mention on my Monday mentions. I think he is still a subscriber of my channel. But if you're looking for a channel and you want to make communications part of your preps just a lot better, then I think that you're definitely going to get some golden information from this channel about how to do it, simply just from looking for what this guy does, because it is very, very good. He definitely knows his stuff. So that's the second mention, Wowsly. So the last Monday mention for quite a while now is the channel Z Outdoors, and this is an established channel run by a great guy. He's very active in the bushcraft community, spends a lot of time engaging with other channels and people who are established in the bushcraft community, and he also does, which is something that I really find very selfless, is that he does a lot of promotion for other channels and bushcrafters in the work that they do. You can see here that his latest promotion is from like Paul Doe Bushcraft, and he does a lot of bushcrafting himself, a lot of carving. So if you're definitely into actually bushcrafting, crafting things from natural materials, then this gentleman spends a lot of time doing that, but he also shares that on this channel, crafting those goods and exposing the works of some great bushcrafters from all over the country here in England. So a really, really great channel to subscribe to, guys. And he's he's got a decent audience, and he promotes the work that these people do, and I'm sure that they benefit, a lot from the audience that he exposes to their work. So it's a very selfless thing to do, and it just really sums up the attitude and the mentality of the prepper and bushcraft community, is that we do these things to better ourselves, but we don't mind sharing our knowledge with other people, which is something which is quite, I wouldn't say rare, but it's just something that people just don't do anymore. They tend to, it's just about them, and when we really should be sharing, because it's only through sharing knowledge and experience that the human race is where we're at now. So a great channel to subscribe to, guys. I mean, just some of the work that's promoted that other people do, and from Zed himself, the work that he does is very good. But some of the work that he promotes is just unbelievable. Like the bushcrafting and the tools, the leather work that people do, absolutely amazing. So that was Z Outdoors, the final Monday Mention channel. For a while now, it'll probably be about 6 months I'll pick it up again. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that I've exposed you to some channels that you're now subscribed to and enjoy. So thank you very much for supporting this Monday Mentions series of videos that I've been doing. And upcoming, I'll have normal prepper videos coming. I'll be doing stuff around my bugging location. I'll be showing off some equipment that I've been meaning to show for a while now. So the Monday Mentions segment, the day and the amount of time that it takes to do these videos will just be taken back to normal broadcasting in the future. So just showing stuff about preparedness and bugging in. So thanks a lot again. This has been Geordie Prepper, and I'll see you next time.